which topic to talk because I have too many topics. It's kind of like what's going around, it's all in one circle. So I decided to talk about many things today. And today is an open day. You guys are welcome to ask me anything. And by the way, every Friday, I do live streams to the studio. The reason why I don't do YouTube videos is because YouTube videos, I don't know which you guys would prefer and things like that. So I just come to sharing screen. And that's much easier because if I do videos, guys, then I cannot explain or translate what I'm talking about. And that's one thing I've noticed whenever I made my videos. It's okay, but when I do personal content, like for example, like how should I put it? If I share personal videos, which I'm about to go to Poland anyway, I'm gonna share videos from there, so that's like so much easier. So I decided to open some shares about today what's up. There's a lot of things going on, and if I were to just start from one direction, I think that's not really gonna solve the problem based on what's around. Like for example, America wants Greenland, and we already know what's going on with Iran and Iran's people. Like, as you know, Iran's people do want to be free, but at the same time, it's not that simple as people see it is. Then India's going through its own wars, things like that. So if I were to talk about stuff, where to begin? That's my question. Which box of worms do you want me to open? I like, seriously, like, come on in, guys. Today's an open day. I know crazy things are going around in America too. Like, no kidding. Like, I'm aware of it. 100% crazy things in America. People tell me different things almost every day. Like my brother, he messages my apartment and he literally tells me, oh, take your passport with you. ICE is coming. I'm like, what? He's so terrified from his job when he doesn't even do this work. I do. And he's like, no. Take your passport with you. What if ICE comes and attacks? Make sure you have your passport with you. There's no guarantee. I'm like, yeah, like, so I tell you, where to begin, what to talk about. And even my X platform, yesterday was Martin Luther King Day. I just posted it about him because I see it. My friend called me the other day. She's concerned too. And she's like, Muna, like, it's crazy outside. I don't know where to begin. I'm so afraid. And, crazy things in America. Like, maybe to some, it may feel fine. In a political point of view, that's fine. That's completely different. Like, American politics, that's good. But in normal life, like people, when they want to go outside, or kids' atmosphere, or take kids to a simple walk, sometimes, based on what's around on social media, people do feel a little bit tensed. I'm going to put it that way. People do feel tense, like, hey, is it safe to go outside? Or will the ICE come at my house? Or things like that. That has nothing to do with politics. It's just the atmosphere right now, guys. I mean, hey, remember what happened to Jake Lang and the Native Americans' rights? And my eyes freaked out when I seen that guy. Like, what is history writing itself? Like, so many people just rose out of a jungle, like Native Americans rise when Jake Lang got attacked. So it's a lot of things right now. And right now I was reading a comment, like, right, my friend Siddhant, he's a Hindu, right? And he's concerned about Texas, about the anti-Semitism, hate for Hindus and Indians, when the place is actually located in Sugarland. And I actually went there. I did a photo shoot there in Sugarland, the place that everybody's like judging about the temple and stuff. I actually went there. It's pretty nice. In a very nice place to shoot a wedding or just do a simple prom shoot, right? So, I don't know, guys. Like, my point to you, whether you're an Israeli or a American or anybody on my channel, I want to hear your thoughts, because I feel, maybe some don't feel this way, but I do, because I see it. I sense it. I literally see it. So for example, let's say Iran does get free tomorrow, but there's still going to be divide, because I was sitting in an X space today and I'm listening to all these Kurds yell at Israelis and, well, some Persian people in there that, oh, we don't like Pahlavi. We don't want to be a part of that. We want to be separate. Then I'm sitting in America and I looked at the X platform and I'm seeing all these, like, you know, some black organizations built, like, you know, some ICE organizations, like an organization to fight ICE. So if I were to talk about something, here's my question to my subscribers. Where do you want me to begin? There's a lot outside. A lot. And I don't know which box of worms do you want me to review, because it's too much. It is. And if I were to review one box of worm, there's more side effects to it. It's not just one anymore. Many side effects outside. And that's why I wanted to open chat today. You guys can share your thoughts too. Like, how do you feel? What's up, guys? We support ICE. That's one opinion. Keep going. I want my subscribers to tell. This is an open chat. I don't care if you're an ICE supporter or not. This is an open chat. I want you to share your thoughts during this time. One ICE supporter, how you doing? I support ICE when it comes to illegal actions, but there's some certain things I don't agree with. For example, let's say I've seen people get attacked without, like, verifications. Okay, fine. But there are people who do have verifications. For example, okay, let's say if someone comes to my house and I hold an American passport. Let's say I'm walking outside, right? I'm walking outside, getting a coffee like a normal person, right? And if somebody comes to me thinking I have a funny accent or something like that, and be like, oh, are you from here? Or your English doesn't sound right. Like, I'm going to say it. I am an epileptic person, okay? I'm epileptic, but that doesn't mean I'm dumb. But, okay, so if I say I need to go home, like, yay, I usually just bring my debit card. Everything else is at home. It's not like I do have an ID, Texan ID, I have a passport, I have everything. But I usually don't take it because I don't want stuff falling outside. And don't resist, you won't have a problem. Thanks for the advice. That helps. You see, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people rely on social media. Like, I don't say ICE is terrible. I never said that in my life. It's good for protection, but I said it. It's really good when it comes for protection. But, like, for some causes, there can be some disagreements, because I've seen people disagree, and they're all local Americans. Like this thing, right? I buy Starbucks often. And the guys who work over there, and they tell me that they're not satisfied. And I'm like, why are you guys not satisfied? And they're like, we're really tight about faith as American Christians, but we're not happy. There are people originally ongoing, then they why. I've seen someone Jewish told me that too, from New Jersey. You know? I didn't know what to tell her. She told me that I'm not satisfied for she lives in New Jersey, and she told me I'm not satisfied for what's going on. I feel in the next ones, we're going to have some type of result from all over. I know President Trump is doing good, and he's doing his best to focus on America too. But at the same time, it's like a pull. People are pulling him from the outside, and then he's trying to focus on the inside. So, too many boxes of worms. I'm glad I don't live in the blue state. I live in Texas, buddy. I live in Texas. Always take an ID, emergency contact numbers, and become unconscious and go to the hospital. If I fall purposely, that's another story. I used to carry all of that, but then I was afraid. I didn't want to drop anything, so I stopped carrying it for safety purposes, but I do have it. Hey, so you tell, how do you feel about on the atmosphere right now, guys? This is an open talk today. You can ask me anything you want and bring up any topic you want. Yes, Texas is good so far, and I haven't seen anything critical at all so far yet. I haven't. I've moved here in the age of 18. Yes, it took me a little while to adjust, but it wasn't bad. No, it just took me some time to really get used to, because I'm from New York, so people are different. So it took me a little while to blend in with my New York blunt attitude to fit into Texas culture, but I made it. So you guys tell, like, baby, let's rob the freaking Laura. I'm trying to steal the Mona Lisa with you, sure. Not the time, bro, but thank you. Not the time. Yeah, I've been monitoring X. Okay, I say social media, it's not really live, but it's a sample for what's being expected ahead. It's not live, but it's a sample for what's being expected ahead. And as a result, I've been seeing results of Iran. I said this before, I'll say it again. If you read Iran's history, there's a good side and there's a bad side. The good side is, I already said to everyone, yes, they may be free, but their problems are not going to end because there's too many different Iranians, or some are happy, some are not happy with Pahlavi's return. I'll just put it like that. That's same for local America. We like our leader, then there's those who don't like the leader. That's normal. But tell me one country that ever lived in a happy ending without disagreements. That's a better question for my subscribers. Tell me one country that ended with a happy ending without disagreements. Who's in charge? It's all good. Had giggling done. Cute. No, just today's open day. And I'm serious. I thought about what topic should talk about, but there's just so much going on. I don't know where to proceed. I really don't. Like, if I were to explain one scene, there's an opposite attraction to every scene. You know? Tell me I'm wrong. Come on, my buddy subscribers. Tell me I'm wrong. So, yeah. That's my key thing right here. And it amazes me that my black friend, she's scared that the white people are going to go into war with her. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, oh, I feel like the white people are going to attack me. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? Are you all right? Like, are you okay? She's like, people don't understand. And she's just like in anxiety mode, you know? But like I said, where to proceed? If I were to talk about a conflict, let's say I bring up America, but I can't discuss America without what's around. It's okay for the politics, because that's what Haxar's for. He reviewed the American politics, that's fine. But the atmosphere, I can't talk about the atmosphere because I'm going to be pulled from both directions. So that's something I need to keep off. I can give you a sample of it, like based on what's around you can expect, but I can't really talk because I'll be divided from white people and the black people and different type of Christians. Yeah, I try to keep that thing natural because there's not much I can say. Like, I know so many Christians who are happy and not happy. It doesn't matter what skin color or faith they are. They told me, oh, we're not happy America's taking Greenland. But some are. No, the question is, what should I say? I'm an American Muslim. I'm like, okay. They're like, no, we're not happy. Why are they doing this? Some of them were not even happy regarding the Venezuela attack when some told me, oh, Trump was being mean and he took it because of oil. So this is the stuff I keep off because there's really not much I can say about it. Not much I can say. I mean, I'm an American Muslim. I just go along with the flow. Hey, this is what's chosen. Okay. This is what's going on. Okay. Yeah, but some Christians, man, they were not satisfied. So that's that. Now, Iran. I know many. If you ever went to like X spaces, you don't have to talk. Just listen to a space one day, guys. I encourage you to listen, right? Some people feel that those spaces are useless, but I tell people they're not exactly useless. It gives you an understanding what people actually talk about and actually in today. Some people I've noticed as Iranian Americans, they're not really happy with Trump. And one of the members is actually in my community. I'm not going to say his name here. He is not happy as an Iranian American whose mom is also Mexican. He is not happy as my community member telling me that, I'm not happy that Trump's not doing anything for my country. What do you want me to tell him? You know, he's an Iranian American and he's disappointed with the president. Why he's not doing it? And there's many Iranian Americans like that. You know, there's certain conflicts that you want to help. You want to give favor. I mean, I am giving him support because I've known Iran change in front of me. I'm not going to say it never did. Pakistan took place in India's independence together. But like Iran's life changed after 1979. And from 1979, they've been going through shithole. So like he's mad. Then we have the local Americans who are worried about American problems, like, you know, when is America going to go back to normal? When can they afford stuff? Why is stuff too focused on wars and things like that? Remember I did a stream a couple of weeks ago? It was before my Iranian streams that, who wants war-free America? Raise your hand. Who wants war-free America? But it seems like war-free America is no time soon. Remember I did that stream? Who believes that America is going to be war-free? And I believe I did those before my Iranian streams. You know? So I'm serious. Like, where to proceed? What do you think? I went to the grocery store, right? I'm going to share my experience. I used to get this juice I love very much. And some people told me that this juice is from China. And I went like a couple of times to get it. Unexpectedly, they didn't have it anymore. And I asked them, like, why isn't this juice coming? I buy it all the time. And they tell me right now it's not coming in. I'm like, why? And he couldn't reveal that information. Why? When it's there every time. I get it almost every other week. And then he told me, no, right now at the moment, it is not coming in. Okay, no problem. No problem. So that when my mom told me that there are going to be some items that are going to be cut down and not coming in due to what's around, I'm not too happy about that either. But hey, sadly, it is in. You know, it is in. Unfortunately, it is. And I want to explain to my American subscribers that when I go to Poland, I am going to be streaming from there in April. So stay tuned for that. But like, at the same time, as Americans, like, we just need to hold on, guys. It doesn't matter if you're an American Christian, American Jew. Politics are politics. I know Hexa already explained that. But the side effects, some don't see it, like how kids are feeling. My neighbor doesn't even want to see me right now. She's like, I will talk on the phone, but she doesn't want to see me in person because she's so scared. And she's a retired old lady who babysits her mom and things like that. But she was telling me, we talk every freaking day. And she's a retired old lady, but she's afraid to leave her house thinking that, you know, it's not safe. And she's a black lady and she's like, it's not safe. I don't know. I just want to stay with my mom. I don't want to socialize. I'm like, why? You talk to me every day. Why? She's like, I know, but I don't want to go out. So I only go out with my Mexican friend. Literally, when we talk on the phone every freaking day, she don't want to leave her house. She's like, it's just feels unusual outside. I don't know where to proceed. And I'm like, this is America. Currently it is. And I mean, you know my live stream, right, guys? I did a live stream on X a couple of days ago, and it's also on my YouTube platform, right? No, I don't think I did a YouTube platform one. I always do like a live screen sharing. That's always going to be Fridays. I do screen sharing topics, and I share like YouTube videos with you regarding a documentary, right? And the X members can see it too. So I want people to understand that I was telling this to my friends. Some people may not feel this way. Some people think, I know Hexar thinks I'm crazy. No problem, Hexar. You're my best friend. You can think I'm crazy. It'll work, but that's just me because I see people's behavior. Like, I was telling this to my friend the other day. Do you really think history is going to repeat itself? I'll put it that way. Do you really feel history is going to repeat itself how it was once written? I'll put it that way. Yes or no? I want to see what my subscribers say. It doesn't matter who you are. I just want to, like, a yes or no opinion. That do you believe, based on where we're headed, history is going to repeat itself in the American world? I wonder what someone's going to say. My answer, I believe, is a yes, because when I was talking to my friend from New Jersey, she told me that ICE is, even though ICE, we say it's safe, but ICE is not really loyal to the Native Americans. And I've been reading a lot about that. I have a Native American friend in my server who's a proud Protestant Christian, but she also believes in her Native American faith back in the early days, right? So after Jake Lang went to, Minnesota, a lot of Native Americans had complaints after that. I'm not sure if anybody saw those reports, but I did, and it's in. It just feels so unusual, guys. Come on. Like, really? Native Americans too? Black people is another thing when a black man saved him, but Native Americans too? Things feel very weird, guys. ISIS like Gesso's second war, Germany. I said, like I said, I don't have an issue with ICE. It's not that I don't. It's good for some specific things, like for protection due to violence, what's around. ICE is going to protect you like the police. But certain scenarios, like, it's kind of leaving an impact. I'm not sure if people see it just yet. Like, for example, when Jake Lang got attacked, he went to Minnesota and declared that he's going to take, like, he's in favor of all the white people, right? And whole bunch of people in Minnesota, half of them were black, and they declared they're Somalis, and he got attacked. And then I'm not sure if you've seen the documentary that a black man saved him. Now that kind of opened a box of worms, black against white, and then he's on to it again in another place. So we don't want that, guys. I'm telling you, we are on a weirdo road. I mean, it's if you were to go to school and your kids run into this, you're gonna feel really like weird as parents. You wouldn't know where to proceed because it's really getting like that, you know? And he wants to do it again, and he wants to declare the scene again, but the more and more it goes, I was watching that, and it freaked me out. Like, why is there, like, you know, anti-ICE troopers? And guess who those anti-ICE troopers were? They were most of them were black. How crazy is that? Black? Yeah, I'm just like, what is going on, America? Help me, Lord, what to talk about. Macron, do not hesitate with trade. French President Macron says that the Europe should not hesitate to deploy trade against the threat. Did you hear Russia's announcement, guys? Like, I reviewed this like weeks and weeks ago, maybe not in a stream. So Russia made an announcement that if American Christians feel unsafe, all the Christian Americans can come to my country. But remember I said that Russia is competing with the American Christians. It has for many years. I'm not sure for American Jews, but American Christians, yeah, Russia's been acting like the big boss. It even made a statement. I saved it, but I didn't post it anywhere. I felt it's not worth it because I'm not a Christian. But I did tell that to my friend that, you know, Russians are competing with the American Christians. I'm not sure if you see it yet, when you're going to see it. And it made an announcement that if American Christians don't feel safe, come to Russia. And that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And it clearly stated, Putin did, that the American Christians have forgotten their values. And I'm like, what? What is this, Joe? Like, but that's like some of the Muslim countries telling us. It's not just the Christians. Muslim countries told us that too. Like, if we choose something different, like look at UAE. UAE gets judged by Arab countries that, oh, you're not a real Arab. You're being stupid. You're not a real Arab country. You're fake. That's everywhere. It really doesn't matter. You're going to hear that a lot. Just like the Arab world. Everybody's saying that UAE, oh, you're a fake country. You're not a real Arab country just because it shows something different. Same here. It just feels so unusual. Like, one thing I'm going to say for sure, that no matter what path you take, I was going to make a joke, but I'm leaving. No, you're welcome to make a joke. It's an open stream. No restrictions. Today, I'm just doing this for an hour, and I want people to share their thoughts because fact is in, guys. It's not me making this up. You can go. I'm going to leave sources for you, but the reason why I didn't post it is because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I can only share some scenarios, not all of it, but yeah. The U.S. is a secular country. I know. I advise you keep it that way. You do not want to live in a third world country. I know many people are fighting that declare America like to be a full, like a Christian democracy country. But let me tell you something, what happened years and years ago. Latin Christian was like that. Spain, in the early Spain Empire. Russia was like that. And if you look up, I wanted to bring this up about the Russian Empire. Oh boy, Russian Empire. Orthodox Christians and Jews got into a bloody war in religion. Because we all know Jews that they have their faith, but they don't accept Jesus. You know that, I know that, which is absolutely fine. So they got killed for it. It doesn't matter. Let's put Muslims in the puzzle too, just for the heck of it. Since Muslims believe in the Quran, there's still going to be violence. You never want to put church and state together. Screw Russia. Let's talk about Iran. Iran is the same way because they put a religious government instead of church and state separate. That's why most of the people got killed in Iran, because of that policy, making it into a religious country and religious rules, religious everything, than a secular country, how the U.S. is. The day you ever put religion into the office and make everybody follow it, you're going to regret it. And I'm telling this to my Christian friends too, because there are atheists too. And there are some Christians who educated me that they don't celebrate Christmas. And I'm like, why? But you're a Christian, right? And they told me, no, we don't. I'm like, oh, that's interesting to know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that some Christians don't celebrate like actual Christmas. That was something new to me too. But there are people like that. So the day you put a religion into your government instead of the Constitution itself, yeah, you're going to be facing a third world country and things are not going to feel safe anymore. Things are not going to make any sense at all, which is why you don't want it. Yes, there's going to be people who are going to judge you for it. That's normal. People judge all the time, but it's better than local violence, right? I would advise no. And many people agreed with me on that. The day you do, I know there's some Jews in Israel, and my friend Dor told me that they want to make Judaism into the Constitution, like turn it into the mini Iran and make everybody follow the Jewish laws instead of keeping it into a secular country. But then I think about it sometimes because I've seen some Jews who told me that some of them do eat pork, right? You do that. I'm just going to put it this way. The day that happens, the Jews that eat pork, their days are over, right? So, yeah. Whether it's Islam or Christianity or Judaism, you do not want that. You're going to miss all the empire days where there were violence. Did Al Jazeera tell you this? No, this is research. Why would Al Jazeera tell me this? My friend did, from Israel. He lives there. I asked him, is that true? And he told me yes, that the Orthodox Jews do want to do that. He's in my community. Why would Al Jazeera tell me something like that? My friend did, from Israel. I'm from Israel. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hey, like I said, you're welcome to ask me anything. Today's open talk day. Today's no political talk day. This is just facts from what's around. I'm even telling who's your friend? His name is Dor. He's inside my Discord community. You're welcome to talk to him if you want and have a discussion. No, I don't know Hebrew. He knows Hebrew. I don't know Hebrew. I don't know Hebrew. He do. I don't. He can read it too. His mom speaks Hebrew and he knows good Hebrew. I don't know Hebrew. Wrong person. Any other questions, guys? Like, I feel it. Where are you from? I am from Houston, Texas. And today's just like an open talk day because I honestly don't know what to educate at this point right now. Because it's just too much around. Iran, if I were to bring Iran to the table, I can't cut away the Kurds because they're also Iranians. Well, yeah, if he's Israeli, he know Hebrew. Yeah, he lives there. He's in my community. He's one of my biggest community members. I thought about it first, and before I came to live, he wanted to invite me to VC with Hacksar, but I decided to come on stream instead. So, yeah, he's the one who told me that, and I acted just like how you guys are acting. I'm like, nah, you're lying. Israel's never gonna do that. And he's like, pray it never does that. I'm like, okay, you were serious. And he just gave me that response, like, pray it never does that. I'm like, okay. He was pretty serious. But yeah, you never, ever want a religion law versus your constitution. The day you do, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry. It doesn't matter who you are. You're just gonna cry because life is gonna feel like stricter than freedom. I'll just put it that way. I mean, you're a religious person, but you still believe in freedom, right? I'll just put it that way. I've seen many religious people who are religious, but they still believe in freedom on how they grew up and how their parents want them to be. Parents let them wear whatever they want to wear, you know? And why would you want to kill that? Nobody want to kill that. Nobody. I'll put it like that. So I feel like America is going to go through some changes. Like, yeah, Billy, the champion, got a question for me? Bring it on. What's your question? What up? Today's all Ask Me Anything day. It's coffee time and fun time. I don't know what topic to bring up in a political format because no matter what topic I talk about, it has a side effect on the opposite side. So it doesn't matter what stream I do. Rather I do it about America, rather I do it about Iran. And Israel's stuck in the middle too, and there's so many disagreement people, but yeah. So it really doesn't matter what stream I do. Are you a professor? No, I'm a private journalist for AMEC, and I am linked with Anela. I've exposed many information before. Yesterday I was in a podcast group in Zoom, and actually Douglas Murray was invited to that one, but he couldn't make it. And before I left to Israel, we had a podcast meeting in that too regarding October 7th. That's on my playlist, by the way, for a podcast meeting. I published it because Anila didn't know how to tag, so I saved it into the playlist. You'll see me in there regarding October 7th conference, and it was published to combat anti-Semitism. Oh, thank you, Michael. And Yuchok Zindana, I hope I said that right. How are you a professor? No, I'm a private research journalist, and I do platform screen sharing on X once in a blue moon, which is why I opened through a studio to share some documents regarding early past history, depending on what we're facing, which is why I did 2 Iran streams sharing a screen and making people understand what was Iran's life before all this, how people see it. Iran had a past, you know, but there were many linked people to it. It's not how people tell it, basically. What I do, I expose that information that people don't really like to bring on the table, but it's required to understand the conflict. So, any other questions for me? And how old am I, Billy? I'm 38. That's how old am I. I'm 38. I know I look young. I wished I looked a little bit taller, but I'm 38. Yes. So, I know what's going on. It's just, I don't know how to proceed it. No matter what topic I proceed, there's a cause next to it. Do you know that the Nigerian military has been compromised by Boko Haram supporters? That's a shock for me too. Honestly, that was crazy for me to hear. And it was very shock for me that they compromised. But you know, like, no sound. Okay, I'm going to, I'm on from my YouTube phone. So I just have my YouTube platform open from the computer so people can, see it. Yeah, so yeah, the YouTube screen is going to be muted, but I'm on from my phone. Once I stop streaming, the sound will be back activated. You'll see it from my YouTube stream. I can't open 2 at once, so, but it's there. It's through my phone. I can hear you. That's how I do with these streams. There's sound many trolls. Don't worry, guys. Oh, we have a party pooper in here. Adam Gordian, how you doing? We have a party poop in here. What's your question in here, huh? I can tell by your display photo. What is your question, buddy boy? You're a party crusher in my subscribers. What's your question? There's sound and many trolls. No radical dumb questions today. Today's open talk. Ask me anything. No radical nonsense in this chat. Please. Today's just not the day for radical questions. Leave that aside, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, Boko Haram. America, right? I'll get to the Greenland question. Let me answer the Boko Haram. What I agree and what I disagree. I disagree that why should people compromise with Boko Haram? What guarantee do we have it's not going to do it again? I didn't find that interesting at all, that you compromise, but I would give it, let's say 2 years, estimated 2 years. In 2 years, what makes you think they're not going to do it again? Right? They're still going to do it. What compromise? It's their country. They've been allowing it for so many years. I mean, think about it. The country that literally allows this is going to do the compromise, then it's the country's fault. That's how I put it. You're going to compromise with the agency who's been killing you, then I blame the country, to be frankly honest with you. Now, the Greenland question. Is America really going to take over Greenland? Well, I've seen some of my Christian friends on X happy and some of them not happy. Away from X platform in person. Some of them are happy and some of them are not happy. That, hey, you know, we have enough. Why do we need to take a Greenland? I was talking to my friend from Canada and I wanted to actually invite him on my YouTube. But he's so depressed as a Canadian right now that he doesn't want to talk to anyone because he feels that Canada has been isolated from the world. And I'm like, okay. He used to talk to me, he's okay talking to me in Discord, but he doesn't feel satisfied coming on stream. Yes, America needs minerals from Greenland. Like I said, some Christians, they're really happy to take over Greenland. Some Christian friends are not. And I don't know what to tell them because I'm an American Muslim. What do you want me to say about it? It ain't me doing anything. It's not my leader. He's the one I'm just obeying my leader. It's his choice, whatever he does. I'm stuck in the middle for sharing opinion. And not too many of my friends are happy who are Christians. Jews are okay too. American Jews, I've seen them fine. But the American Christians are like, why? We don't want to do it. What are they attacking Greenland for? I don't get it. I'm so mad at you. I'm like, whoa, brother, I'm sorry. You can let it out on me, no problem. But what do you want me to say? By fact, what do you want me to say? He's the leader. What do you want me to say to the guy? It's his choice, whatever he's doing. I'm like, I don't know. They're just like losing it. Like, it wasn't like this before. Why are we doing all these wars? And all my friends are just like losing it. And they're American Christians. They're like, it's ridiculous. We haven't done anything for America. And we're sitting here and doing wars. And I'm like, guys, what do you want me to say about that? I can't say nothing. He's the president, but it's not my call as a Muslim. Who am I to tell him why are you or you're not? People are going to get mad at me. By fact, they are. Hey, what you doing, Emmanuel? Open night. Ask your question. What is your opinion? Greenland, like I said, I don't know. I'm an American Muslim. In my opinion, most of my Christian friends are not happy. I just know that much, okay? I know Trump plans to do it. Maybe some American Jews are happy, but most of my Christian friends, they're not happy. They feel that as an American, you need to focus on local America than to go on other lands and take over. And they told me that we have enough stuff, so why do we need other people's stuff? I'm like, ask Donald Trump. I wouldn't know. But she's like, come on, you're my best friend. You need to agree to me. But I'm like, I'm your best friend, but I'm a Muslim. I'm not a Christian. I don't know. What do you want me to say about the guy? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. I can't say anything about the guy. What do you want me to say about him? I felt like that whenever Haxar or Dor talk about Netanyahu, and he's an American Jew and he's an Israeli Jew, and they're like pulling each other's hair, like, oh, Netanyahu should not do this. Netanyahu should not do that. It's like funny. And then I'm stuck in the middle listening to both of them. The Danish government should fight even though they will lose, but they should still fight. What do you, give me an example. That's the first time I'm listening to this. Why do you believe they should fight? Give me a example so that way I can look up for myself. That's the first question out of a million. Why do you feel they should fight? And then I'll research for myself based on the answer that you give me. But why do you feel they should fight? Like, Dana. I'm going to call you Dana525. Dana, why do you feel they should fight? Like, give me an opinion. Like, why do you feel they should fight? So if I were to read tomorrow based on what you said, I can have a better understanding what you told me. Like, I know America fought Venezuela. Okay, some people claim that their government was bad, but some people also claim that Trump wanted the oil. So why should any country allow America to just take whatever? I don't know. You know what? This brings something that I was telling my friend, okay? We can put it two ways. Okay, I'm going to put it two ways. As Americans, and American Jews, American Muslims, American Indians, whatever, like, maybe as Americans it feels fine. But in a Christian point of view, knowing that's a Christian land, Venezuela is Christian, and Greenland's also Christian. This is what the Christians don't like. They don't feel good about themselves. Maybe you feel happy as Americans, but when it comes to, like, Christian lands and stealing stuff from other Christians, that's what some of the Christians don't feel happy with. Like, hey, they're one of us and we're a Christian and we don't like stealing other Christian stuff. But that's just a Christian opinion. Maybe I can say fine as an American Jew can say it's fine. But some American Christians, they're against each other because in the end, Venezuela is a Christian. Greenland is also Christian. Russia is also Christian. So when you put in like a faith aspect, you're kind of stealing other Christian stuff. And that's what the disagreements come from. If that's the best way I can put it. As an American, it may seem fine, but in a religious aspect with faith, it does not feel fun. Any other questions? That's the best way I can put it. Just like, for example, if UAE ever took Yemen's stuff, Saudi Arabia would have a cow. But if Saudi Arabia done the same thing, then another Arab country is going to have a cow. Like, oh, that wasn't right. Why'd you take it? That wasn't right. Why'd you take it? I think they fought for land, but never the products. And I bet India, anybody who's from India on my channel would answer a yes or no question to that. I know they took like territories, but never when it comes to like stuff. So it's considered in some ways stealing, just like land, but even items people fight for, just like oil, creations, and that's some way it's going to be like that. America takes whatever countries regardless of the permanent religion or country or not. But you see, that's what I'm saying. In American points of view, like American Jew, American Indian, American Muslim, they're going to say like, fine, the president needed to do it. He needed to take it. But the American Christians, like the ones that I've known, and they're okay with Trump for some time. But when it comes to land conquering, they're not happy because it goes someone's what they believe in, that, hey, those are Christian countries. Why are you taking stuff from other Christian countries? That ain't right. Have you ever spilled red wine on that shirt? No, it's a burgundy sweatshirt. I bought it before I left to travel for the plane. I never spilled anything. It's a burgundy shirt. What's the problem? But as an American, like I said, it just depends who you are. Whether you're an American Jew, American Indian, or anybody, like, it just depends. But most of the Christians, they're not happy from what I know. They're like, it ain't fair. Why do we have to steal from other Christian countries? It ain't right. So what is now the point of the UN? I honestly don't know. That's a really good question, Dina 525. That's a really good question. I honestly don't know what to tell you. I remember during the times of October 7th when UN kind of jumped on Israel for stuff. But this, you got a stumper question. Like what he's doing. Yeah. What's the concept of the UN? What is it going to say to America? You got a really good stumper question. I honestly don't know. Powerful will always win. But like, okay, I get it. I never said America was never powerful. Power is another story. But when it comes to your own like faith group, like, oh, for example, American Christians against Latin or Greenland Christians. But in the end, they're Christians, right? So taking their stuff, some Americans feel okay with it, but some American Christians don't feel okay with it. American Jews feel fine. I'm not sure for American Indians, but they don't. The Christians don't. They're like, that's been a Christian land for so many years, and we don't feel proud what the American is doing. It ain't right, and things like that. So that is something I can't say because I'm an American Muslim, but I can put it into a format. Like, hey, let's say Saudi Arabia stole something from Yemen. Yeah, the Arab nations would have a code. Oh, who are you to take that stuff? Same process. Love is pure power. Yes, it is, but it's all about understanding it, you know? Like, look at when UAE and Saudi Arabia got into a fight. That had a serious impact in the Muslim and the Arab world. They did not expect they would get into a dirty fight. And they haven't compromised. They have not compromised. So that's an impact. Now, some of us say that, you know, it may feel good taking other people's stuff as Christians, but in a Christian point of view, you're not going to feel good about it. You're not. It's going to impact a lot of Christians because in the end, that is Christian history land. Like Latin Christians would be the Venezuelan Christians, Greenland Christians, and they all come back to early time where these all early empire wars took place. So technically, yes, you're technically fighting your own Christians to claim this stuff. Some Jews may not feel that way, but Christians, they do feel that way. That, hey, it's our stuff. It sucks that the U.S. cannot just, the U.S. can just do whatever it wants. No country can really challenge them. Why people don't understand creator is one, humans. I know. Like, another thing I was telling my friend, like, I remember my ex post, right? I posted this, and actually a Christian posted, and I shared it. I was telling this that you do not want to be one of those people who believe your own need to die. Then your religion is going to look radical, like how we yell at our people. Like, hey, you know, you're using religion for the wrong cause, and you're creating violence, and you're killing many people. And somebody posted, who was a Christian, on my wall. I'll share it one day when I open up my stage. That, hey, you're turning Christianity into radical religion. That's not how we want it. But power is power. That's how it's being used. And there's not much you can do. Some people are using power in religion. Some people using power to take over and claiming it's stuff. This is society right now. Unfortunately, it is. So not a lot of the Americans, some agree, some don't agree. And they're not happy with it at all. Like, hey, what are we doing as Americans? We're not paying attention. And honestly, America right now, like in an American Muslim point of view, maybe American Jews don't feel this way, but I do. That I grew up in the 1990s. Things were not like this. Now it just feels like we're in a third world of America. I see, it just does. And some people feel proud about it. They just do. That, oh, this is going to be ours in the next few months. We're going to own this land. We're going to own that land. But they're not looking at their own people, how they feel about it. Like I said, do you feel happy taking other Christian stuff? They're not going to feel proud about that. It goes back to the time where Texas was taken from Mexico, but Mexico is another different sect of Christians. It goes back just like that time. Even today, Mexicans, they're loyal, but when it comes to reminding their past, yeah, they sometimes, you know, get a little steamed. It's only because people don't understand reality and the universe we live in. Once the reality is revealed by people who would people still be blind? The problem is when we show them reality, they don't want to accept it. That's the problem. You can show them 20 documents tomorrow as a Christian, like, hey, you don't want to hurt other Christians, you don't feel proud about taking their stuff. But the problem is accepting it. You can show 20 documentaries as a Christian to your own, like, hey, you don't feel happy stealing other Christian countries' stuff. But no matter how many times you showed it to them, it's about accepting it. Just like how I told you. If UAE took gold, then Saudi Arabia would have a problem. Like, hey, who are you, the big guy, stealing from other Muslims' countries' stuff? It happened. I mean, like, look at when UAE and Saudi Arabia got into a fight. UAE said that I'm trying to kill the terrorist organization. But Saudi Arabia stated that no, you are killing the Yemeni people and they have right to live and you're invading the territory. And then they just kind of cut ties. When they were so close, cut. No compromise since. So it's all on perspective, what you do and how you feel about it. And there are going to be some countries who agree with you and some will not. And the way to see is, like, for example, maybe our West ally Christians countries like UK or Australia, all these places will feel okay you taking over Greenland. But not the opposite side. Because there are Christian countries with them too, like Russia, Venezuela, South Africa would be considered like a black Christian country with Africans. So all these are still technically Christian countries. It's just how people accept and see through it. Now, I've seen many Christians tell me that, oh, but look at how bad their government are. It doesn't matter. We have a perfect government. It doesn't matter. But that's their stuff. That is their stuff. Taking one of your own stuff is like you're hurting your own just to claim it yours, basically. That's the best example I can give you, anybody Christian on my channel, because I know some people are happy and some people are not happy. They literally yell at me as an American Muslim, like, are you crazy? Well, you call that nice? And I'm like, what do you want me to say? I'm a Muslim, yo. What do you want me to say about the guy? What do you want me to say about the president? I don't know. Whenever I sit with them and go out to eat with them, they're like, you're crazy. How could you take Greenland? Or how could he take that? It ain't fair. So any other questions that you feel? There's going to be a good side and a bad side. Let's say you do take over Greenland. Let's say you do. Let's say the Greenland citizens attract with the, like, part of America now. You're going to see a lot of Greenland Christians who are not going to be satisfied what happened to them because it's in front of their eyes. And not a lot of the Greenland people want to be part of a country, make their country part of the American country. You're going to see some of that. Let's say the land piece connects. Let's say it connects. We take the American flag, boom, set it down, declare America. But that's in front of their eyes. And they're still going to say, okay, just because it happened does not mean we accept you. What are you going to do? Are you going to tell them to convert, be Americans? Are you going to get mad at them that they don't accept you? It's going to be like that. It's all about resources. Yeah, I say this all the time, that during this time, just read. And what I'm telling you now, I read about it. I'm like, before I brought this to the table, I read that what is Greenland, what is Venezuela, and it turned out to be Christian. And it shocked me. Like, why would you want another Christian country's land and declare it yours as Americans? That feel really shocking to me. That, hey, Greenland's Christian, Venezuela's Christian, and we have, like, America wanting other Christian lands. That felt awkward knowing. It did. It felt really awkward knowing, like, what? Another Christian country's land and we want it? That just feels really awkward for me to read. I'm being honest. It felt really weird to read that we are really going to take another Christian country's land. Shocking, but hello, New World. It's clearly in. It's in. I don't know what stuff is going to be written tomorrow. There's going to be, of course, new history books. But yeah, of course, also about resources. And that's why we were colonized by the British 200. Bingo. That's another stuff people don't like to bring up about. Yes. They don't bring any of this stuff. But you know, the truth is, if you bring this up to the table, it helps during this time. It really does. People don't understand this. That's why even though I get more viewers when I do a stream like this compared to my stage studio, and that's what I say. When you share sources, I do sometimes when I open up my stage, it helps people understand the conflict better than to be mad. I just gave you the biggest one, that even if Iran gets free, there's still going to be problems with the country because there's so many things going on with the country right now, not just the regime. They're the Kurds who want a piece of land and they want to declare it under the Kurdish flag. And then there's the current Shiites. They're not going to be satisfied either. They're still going to be fighting like they have. So even if you bring Pahlavi back, the problems are not over. If people living in fairy tale land like, oh, Pahlavi's back, it's happily ever after. Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. Try 6-7 months later and see who the hell is happy after he's back. I mean, I don't have a problem with the guy, but facts are facts. They're gonna be there. People just don't want to accept it. People don't like reviewing facts, Deanna. But the facts are the things that help during this time. And a lot of the people don't like to look at that stuff. From what I observed. I review it on X. I do it sometimes when I open up the stage, which is why I show you like YouTube videos that are educational and suitable to understand what's around. Not just like stream and open up any YouTube video, no. The only reason I do it, it's better than for me to make a video. And in videos, I can't really pause and translate and answer questions. But on streams, when I share a video, I can answer questions better, basically. That's why I do it. I know content creators don't do it like that, but I do. Because I can pause and answer people's questions easily. So, you're right. You're absolutely right. Resources are the most things that are going to help you during this time. Nothing else. Nothing else. No debating people, nothing. Just resources. But we haven't understood anything from the past neither. We are willing to change and all of this taking us towards doomsday. Yes, and tiny bit no. Let me explain why. In the past, when Americans became Americans through the Native Americans, yes, there were bad times too. No kidding. We made some bad moves. Haxar said that we have. However, based on the passages you're taking now, you cannot promise yourselves you're not going to welcome villains. I'll just put it that way. You are going to welcome some villains as you go, because just like how I told you, based on the path you're taking, does not mean every single of your Christian country is going to be satisfied with you. I mean, the Muslim countries, they're just going to follow what Trump wants. But it's not really, they can't really do anything. It's a fact, what Haxar said. They're not the ones who can really do anything. But the other Christian countries, yes, they're the ones who will have a problem. Like, look, you can't keep going around taking other people's stuff. That's what Putin's looking. Putin loves to compete with the Americans, even though Putin is old. The Russians are older compared to the Americans, but they compete with each other. Who gets to rule the Christian power? And you can expect something in the ahead. I'm not going to say no, but you can, because he stated. This is a documentary I saved. I'll post it later or share it later if any of my subscribers want to see his statement. What he said about the Christians. He literally stated that if American Christians don't feel safe, they are welcome to join my country and move into my country based on what their leader's doing. Anything to say? I don't know. But he said it. And you're right. Going on this path, it may feel great at first, but that does not mean you're not going to welcome a lot of people who do not like what you did, basically. So I'm just going to put it that way. Who said that? Putin did. I have that documentary saved. If you guys want to see it one day on stage, I'll share it. He made this announcement when America said that it wants to take over Greenland. And he said, you know, if American Christians are not happy with their leader and not happy what he's doing, some of the Christians can move into Russia and get their Christian values back. Putin said that. I have that saved, but I can't share it on this stream. I have to share it when I open up my stage. But yeah. I mean, every choice you take, there's a good side and a bad side. Nothing is permanently good. People need to get out of that illusion. Every choice you take, you make, there's going to be a good, it may feel good for some side, but a negative too. The negative is just not here yet. It's not here yet. It's going to be at some point, but it's not here yet. Any other questions, guys? This is all the stuff I'm saying, it's outside. I mean, it's pointless for me to open one topic when there's multiple stuff around. So Putin can manipulative. I'm not saying he's right or wrong, because he's been wrong too. Remember the Russian Empire where he killed his own people? I never said he's right. I never said that guy's right. That guy, in my book, that guy's crazy. How are you today, mate? How is the weather? And are you not at work? No, I would do stuff from home. Networking, I do it from home. Hey, what's up? Very interesting. What's up, the Lion King? Nice to meet you. Hey, guys. How you doing? So, I work from home. I have a conference coming up in Poland. I'll be leaving to Poland in April. And yesterday I was in another conference that Douglas Murray was invited to, but he couldn't make it. So yeah, I work everything from home. And this is my private, personal blog. I share thoughts, discuss stuff with my subscribers compared to my political channel like X and Instagram. This is my personal stuff. I share streams, I share adventures, all that stuff with my subscribers. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you into cloud networking? I don't think I've heard of that. No, I don't think I've ever heard of that. What's that? Share away. What is that? What is cloud networking? I don't think I've ever heard of that at all. It's the first time I'm listening to it. I haven't seen, when I used StreamYard, it was good for some time. And then StreamYard started to ask me for some weird stuff, like it used to charge me every week, and I didn't like that. So then I cut from StreamYard and I started to use Evux. And yeah, that's where I open my stage from and share people on my streams. Come in the community if you guys want to meet the community members and be on podcasts with them. Hackstar's in here, Door's in here, a couple of Iranians in here, so come on in. Well, that's what Jesus gave, light of the world. Oh, thank you so much. Feel free to come on in, guys. You'll like the members. Haxar and Dor, they're from my community. And yeah, you're welcome to come in. And right now, Haxar is not here today, or I would share his community too. His community is mostly about, like, you know, politics. If people want to know about good politics, about the Americans, that's what Haxar's community for. Mine's interfaith. I travel and share stuff, and I have mixed people. I have Iranians, Israelis, Americans, all the people, and we share stuff from around and have fun channels too. So feel free to come on in. Can America take it around? I had a lot of people ask me that question, you know. And to be frankly honest, some Americans, especially the Iranian Americans, they want it, but then some don't want it because it can put the American soldiers at risk. And Iran's not just going to leave it in one direction. It's going to, which community is that you mentioned? That's my Discord community, Holywood community. Yes, come on in. And if you want to do like meet the community members, we do podcasts too, VCs and things like that. And once you're a member, you're welcome to do a stream with me too as a member. But yeah, come on in and get to know the members. Haxar and Dora are in there too. And as far as Iran, as I said, the Iranian Americans do want it. Some Israelis want it too. However, let's say if America goes tomorrow, the only side effect is going to be is that Iran is going to attack all over Middle East. And not a lot of the people are ready for that yet. That's why Netanyahu said no too, because it just recovered October 7th. It cannot risk another war knowing October 7th of the loss is still recovering. I mean, it can, but then the whole Middle East is going to pay the revenge too. That's the only stop in the middle. Only. It can go. I'm not saying Americans can't go. It can go, but it also risks on U.S. military stuff in the Gulf countries, then plus the attack on Israel in return as well. So it's going to be a big revengey response. So yeah, that's what the people are fearing. It's not that it can't do it. It can. But there's going to be a heavy response in the middle. And that's, a lot of the people are not ready for that, basically. Any other questions? I'm currently in one of the Gulf countries. How do you like it there? Which one? UAE, Saudi, which one? How do you like it there? Mito, 20. How do you like it there? How do you like the Gulf countries? Like, is it good? Is it bad? Like, how do you like it in there? Love it. Okay, I'll tell you which one's my favorite Gulf country. My favorite one is UAE. UAE's my favorite, by fact. I don't know what's in UAE, but it's like my favorite. I love the vibes. I love the late night walks, stuff to do. I love all of that. Yeah, UAE's always been my favorite Gulf country. And I love how people can communicate with each other there. That's what I love. The kingdom is just amazing. Oh, you're in Bahrain. I heard good stuff about Bahrain. I've seen many American people tell me about Bahrain. I haven't traveled to Bahrain yet, but I've seen many American people tell me good stuff about Bahrain. You visit Bahrain, you will find out it's the same as Dubai. I'm embarrassed to be Jewish. Why, my friend? Why? Why are you embarrassed to be Jewish? That's the first question on my channel. Why are you embarrassed to be Jewish? Why? Please share. What's wrong? Nobody's gonna hurt you here. This is a safe space. My community is a safe, calm space. I want to know that why are you so, like, feeling that way? Like, is there something you're not proud what's going on in your world, or like you're just depressed about things? Don't be ashamed of your ethnicity. I say this all the time. If you're just sad based on how people are thinking right now, that's a different story. But that has nothing to do with you being Jewish. It's normal in the Muslim world, I swear. People like Pakistanis yelling at each other, cursing at each other. Like, it's a chaos. It's funny, but that doesn't mean they're not happy to be Pakistani. Yes, they disagree with each other and the people. That's normal. But there's nothing to be embarrassed of being Jewish. And I say that with love. Don't be. Things will sail. I'm Jewish American USA Interman. Don't be embarrassed to be Jewish. I feel as the time flies, stuff will change. But that has nothing for you to be feeling embarrassed about. It's just the times. And there's not much you can do about that. You didn't write it. So there's no reason for you to feel embarrassed to be Jewish. It has nothing to do with you. Yes, I know there are leaders. There are leaders who are, me too, welcome to my Holyhood community. What's up? I got the notification. But like, haven't you seen what Israel is doing? Don't worry, buddy. No, don't call Israel bad because our countries are not doing anything great either. Trust me, we're really ashamed. Don't give Israel the blame. I'm telling you, our people are doing embarrassing things too. And that's not Israel to carry the dirt, so don't put it that way. Yes, I got your notification, Mitu. I got it right on my computer screen that you sent me a sticker. Nice to meet you in the community. Yeah, I'm on camera or I would wave hi, but I'm on camera right now. But here's my hi. Thank you for coming in Discord. But yes, as an American Jew, don't be mad with Israel, okay? Our people have done bad things too. It's not just Israel, okay? First of all, when I was reading a charter, right? And when I was a newcomer, I felt like Israel was the bad guy. When I was a new, like when I knew nothing, okay? I'm being open and honest. When I knew absolutely nothing. But when I come here and do a little bit of research, that's when my thoughts change. And after yesterday, what I exposed on X, reading stuff what the Hamas charter is, and some people actually feeling proud, my eyes just like this on my computer screen. Like, how could you feel happy to rape people, burn children? And I'm just like, this is Palestinian Hamas. I freaked out. So no, I'm gonna say don't just feel embarrassed to be Jewish and give Israel the blame. No. My people did just the same. And by supporting Hamas charter, just by reading it, it's embarrassing. You have no idea how I felt on X yesterday reading that in front of everyone as a Muslim. It was sad. It was sad for me to read that in front of everyone Jewish and reading the Hamas charter, what's this about. It was really emotional and embarrassing for me to read that they worship raping, they worship killing, they worship just, So no, don't be mad at Israelis either. And I promise, my friend, things will sail. I know you were born in Jerusalem, Israel, and I know what is going on, but hang in there. I tell this to Israelis all the time. We're going to get through this together because whatever the Palestinians did, it affected Muslims too. We don't like it. We feel embarrassed, just like how you do, even though you're mad at the politicians, but that's fine. But we will get through this together. But that's nobody to blame. When the U.S. military bombed Boko Haram arrogance on a Christmas Day, did they really do that, or is it a propaganda? You know what, Dana? Feel free to come to my Discord inside. If I find something, I'll share it because I know Ashley, my member, she did show me some stuff, but I didn't find accurate sources. But for you, I'm willing to look in. And if I find something, I'll be happy to do a stream about that. Is that a deal with you? If I find anything related to Boko Haram, did the Americans actually make up with them? And I think that's an interesting stream if you want to be looking at that. I'll be happy to do one for you. But feel free to come inside my Discord. About their atrocites, like, yeah, me too. I'm not sure if you heard that in the Gulf City, because I know Boko Haram is very famous in the Gulf City. But like, Dana, I'll look in. Give me till like next week. If I find anything, I'll be happy to do a stream for you. Till then, feel free to come in my community and I'll give you links to read for temporary. But for links, you would have to come inside my Discord community so you'll be able to read it. But yeah, I know those about what you have mentioned. Yeah, like, you think you can answer Dina's question? Like, what about Boko Haram? Like, how do you feel in the Gulf countries, them patching up? I don't feel good. And my friend, Inhumane Society, who was born in Jerusalem, don't feel embarrassed, bro. Don't feel embarrassed of being Jewish, because what the Palestinians did is no different. I'm telling you, as a Muslim, I felt really emotional, sad that I had to read in front of everybody what the Hamas charter is and how they felt proud about raping people. It was a hard thing for me to read as a Muslim in front of everybody. It was sad. So don't put that thing on you being Jewish. That has nothing to do with you being Jewish. It has to do with situations and the narrative. But that never put that on you, my friend. In this chat for drug dealers. What? What type of comment is that? What do you mean by that? In this chat for drug dealers? What are you talking about, Jason? That's a first. What does that have to do with anything? Jason, funny comment he left in the chat. Okay. But yeah, Dina, feel free to come inside the community. I'm going to see if I can find some sources for you. And I'll be happy to give you some sources, whatever I find. Because honestly, X is like kind of like a platform. It's supposed to give you a demonstration what's around. And as of observance, I didn't find anything like that on an X platform. Not one single source that thing is true. But I'll be happy to research some of it for you. And if I find accurate sources, then you can say I'm going to do a stream on it. But till then, to come here and I'll be happy to give you some sources, whatever I find. Where are you from, bro? I am from Houston. How you doing? Yes, has this lots of exercise toward women. It's recorded and now those are deleted. You notice, yeah, I was telling that. A lot of the organizations delete stuff on the internet. Don't be surprised to see that. They do that a lot. Anybody who finds accurate information, a lot of the organizations were terminated off the internet. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. If you see anything deleted, consider it suspended for a reason. I remember when I found an article, and it's actually in my Discord community, right? Now when I click the link, that article is like no longer active. What can you think about Donald Trump? Just say your opinion. Well, in my opinion, I don't think he's bad. I'm not going to say he's bad at all. Like, there are some good things he did, like making good agreements. But some of the land stuff, I have a no say because I'm an American Muslim. That's not really my say for anything. But a lot of the American Christians don't feel proud about it. I'll just put it that way. I'm not going to say he's bad because he did build a good understanding throughout time. And American Jews explained it why. But land grabbing, I have a no say. Why does he want the land? Some say it's oil. Some say he wants to build a country there. So I don't know. So like there's a good side and a bad side about him. I'm not going to say he's super bad. Because he has made good movements with the countries. Which nothing fall apart outside, but yeah. India or Pakistan? Brother Salam, India and Pakistan. I'm not going to get into there because I'm in good understanding with the Indians, but I'm just going to put it this way. Whenever America wants the military to do one of the operations, it always pays the Pakistan military. Some Indians don't like that, but it's a dirty truth. It does, so yeah. Whatever America wants through Pakistan, it pays the military to get it. And in fact, I think, who was it? Who told me this? I think my uncle did. Because of that, Imran Khan can never be free because the American leaders have a good relationship with the military. And for that, Imran Khan can never be free. Until that lives, nothing is possible. I'll just put it like that. So India, there's some things that India disagrees with regarding that, and I don't blame them because it's the truth. So, yeah. Any other questions? Any other topics that you guys want to ask me? Any sources that I must expose? Because there is too much around, and I cannot make multiple streams about it. But yeah, Friday is my studio day. I share stuff off a screen, so let's see what I find that is interesting throughout the week. But yeah. Any other questions that my subscribers have for me and feel we should like bring into today's tale? There's a lot going on, no doubt. I don't even know what the ending is tomorrow. I don't. There's just too much around. Greenland, then the case with Venezuela. It's still not solved yet. And Russia monitoring everything. So, and plus Iran at the side. And Iranians are getting mad like blaming Netanyahu or America that you're not helping us, but I told you why. It's not attacking Khamenei is a piece of cake. That's not the problem. The problem is his leaders and his response, and that response is going to be in the entire Middle East that nobody's ready for. That's what everybody's terrified from. Only that. Other than that, it's a piece of cake. Hey buddy, catch up with you later. Gotta go. Take care, Mitsu. Thank you for joining my community and tune in. We do VC sometimes too. Thanks for joining in. And I'm getting ready to close the stream too soon. So yeah. So guys, when I do a stream on maybe this Friday is a stream for stage day. No, I'm not Shamalian. Thank you. I'm not Shamalian, but thank you. I'm not Shamalian. Because I don't like them. No, I'm not Shamalian, buddy. I'm not Shamali. I'm American Pakistani. I'm not Shamali. I know nothing about Shamalians. I don't think I have one Shamalian friend so far in my lifetime. I'm 38. I haven't met one Shamali. So there, I'll put it that way. But yeah. So Friday, I always share screen, so stay tuned. We have 2 months before I go to Poland. Then I'm going to be streaming from Poland and showing you guys a little bit of Poland. I don't know what the trip is about, but yeah. And as soon as I get the conference that I was in, it's the Zoom meeting is not out yet, but I'll upload it. No, I'm not Nigerian either. I'm no damn Nigerian. I met my friend met Nigerian people, but I'm no Nigerian. I don't know anybody from Nigeria. I get these questions all the time. I'm Pakistani, buddy. American Pakistani. I'm no Nigerian. I'm not Somalian. None of that. I don't know any of that. So let's see what happens at the end of the week. If I find something interesting, I'll be happy to share with you Friday. Let's see what more updates come. Every Friday is a share a screen stream, documentation, things to talk about, and that's when I connect with X also. So, and plus my YouTuber. So yeah, stay tuned. And April, I'll be going to Poland. And I have one more conference coming up. I don't have that video yet, but I'll show it to you guys. I'm not Jamaican. I just said who I am. American Pakistani. I'm not Jamaican. I'm not Nigerian. I'm not Somalian. I'm not Indian. I'm not Jewish. Some people called me Jewish or Indian. I'm an American Pakistani, buddy. I'm not any of those. And they even called me Mexican. Beat that. Okay, I'll say that too. I've been called Mexican before too. That are you Mexican? I've been hearing that for 20 years flat. That are you Mexican? I'm not Mexican. And I laugh at that all the time, that people don't think I look like a Muslim or sound like a Muslim, but call me all this other stuff. When I tell them I'm that, they're like, what? Hey, the doctors are looking for you. What are you doing here? Doctors? I'm from here. I live here. I don't know what you say, Aryan. What do you mean by that? The doctors are looking for you. What are you doing here? I live here. I've lived here all my life. In fact, I remember when I was 8 years old, right? And first time my parents took me to see Pakistan, like the first time, me and my brother and sister, we started crying, bro. We were like, we don't want to stay here. We don't want to stay here because we're from the American culture. Later, when I grew up and like, you know, met my husband and stuff, that's when I really gave it a chance. Like, okay, look, and it was something else back then when my parents took me, and a little bit changed now. So things change, bro. Of course, situation in Pakistan is not perfect, which is why I prefer being an American better. But yeah, no worry, Aryan. What's up? You know what I was asking? I was asking my dad, will India ever allow me? He's like, I can't go. I'm Pakistani. India will kick me out. He's like, they're not gonna accept me. I'm like, okay, what about me? And he's like, well, I don't know. I'm just like, Dad, I have an American passport. Why wouldn't India allow me? He's like, well, right now things are not good between India, so I don't know. And so when my cousin's daughter got married to someone from India, she could go and her sister can go, but the mother cannot go. How funny is that? So India has some strict policies for like things like safety and stuff. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just luck. Maybe one day they will change it, but yeah. So no, I'm not Jamaican, but I would love to see Jamaica one day. So guys, stay tuned for Stage Show Friday, and let's see what I find to share with you guys. And yeah, I haven't got the conference yet to upload on here that Douglas Murray was invited to, but he couldn't make it. And till then, I do every stage show streams like Friday. So let's see what I bring to the table. And I'm going to connect it to X as well. And I'm gonna see if I can find some sources for Dina regarding the Boko Haram. And me too, welcome to my community. Thank you so much for supporting me. And there's nothing in India. Go to Europe or Dubai or India. You really want to love. I love UAE, bro. I'm gonna say it. Thank you, my subscribers. So like when I go to Poland, I'll be happy to stream from Poland like I did from Israel. But yeah, till then, stay tuned and let's see what I bring to this table Friday. What documentary I find. Until then, you guys enjoy rest of the week and have a wonderful, safe day. Take care, guys.